chit-chatting. I was going to message, but I had a reading right before this. It ended at 1:50. This lady's little girl came through. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Everyone's popping on. Good to see you this afternoon. Hi, Jen. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sarah, for being here. I hope y'all had a good day yesterday. Hello, hello. Time for everyone to pop on here. Getting some people. Thank y'all for liking and sharing my live. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, good, Jen. I don't know if you heard yesterday, Dee, was Jen and Sarah's birthday. Yeah, you said, I think you said happy birthday to him in the comments. Yeah, it was so good to be together. Isn't it nice to be together and just not have, like, just doing whatever, not having, oh, I have to be here, now we have to be here, now we have to do that. Hi, Bippy. Thank you for the gift, and thank you, Lindsay, for the gift. All right, Bippy, this first card read is going to be for you. I was just shuffling. All right, let's see here. All right, I have Dee in the way here. Y'all be proud of me. Yesterday, my husband and I, after I went live yesterday, we spent like 2 hours in my office straightening it out. It feels so good in here now. Don't y'all love that whenever you get something really organized and straightened out? Okay, so Bippy, the first cup we have here is the Page of Cups. Did I say the first cup? I meant the first card. I don't know what I'm saying today. Anyway, the first card we have here is the Page of Cups. That is really about the cups. First of all, is connected to the water energy, and it's about relationships and that flow. Think of water as being that flow, and it's about creative, intuitive abilities and starting that out. I'm hearing that there's something you've really been curious about that you need to lean into. You need to learn more about that subject. You need to take some time to yourself and learn about that subject on your own and not just take someone's word for it. It feels like there's a subject you were wanting to learn about, you were listening to someone and you're believing what they say even though it doesn't quite resonate with you. And I'm hearing to take some time to yourself and really sit with your own discernment. You are going to be transitioning to a different sector of your life, but you're going to be taking those lessons you just learned, and that makes sense. There's something you're curious about, something that you're learning, but you've been listening to someone, and everything they're saying just really isn't resonating with you. You need to take time out, use your discernment, sit with yourself, take what resonates with you, and move on to the next level. And moving on, you need to do it rather quickly, because you have this Ace of Wands, which is all this fire energy. Wands is fire. It's something that needs to be done quickly. And you need to start that new project, that new inspiration, and to do it rather quickly. I hope that resonates with you, Bippy, and I know what that means. We're going to do this next card read a little bit differently. Everyone's like, what? I know, right? I'm always changing things. All right. Thank you, Michaela, for sharing my live. I appreciate it. Hello, baby love. Good afternoon. Thank you, Miss Lindsay, for the, sorry, hold on. Sorry, let me just message my husband real quick. He's asking me a question. Me and my multitasking. They are, and let me tell him I'm alive right now, and he's missing it. I'll tell him everyone says hi. Everyone, whether y'all do or not. Okay, there you go. I told him y'all say hi. We have Dee today. Y'all want to see Dee? Don't you love that Dee when I put you on camera? Hello, Dee. All right, so this next reading is for Lindsay. Lindsay, I want to thank you for the gift, but we're going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to see if Lindsay can go live with me. All right, Miss Lindsay. It's Lindsay Loves Wisconsin, I think. Yes, Wisconsin girl. There we go. So we're going to do this with her live. So let's see if she can go live with me. Usually I just do card reads and, she has not accepted. Let's try that again. Oh, it says I've already sent it. All right, doesn't look like Lindsay can go live. Are you seeing anything from her? No.
Mm-mm.
All right, so we will, let's see. Melissa Moody, let's see if she can go live. Melissa Moody, I'm going to ask you to go live. Thank you for the gift. Let's see, we're going to do a card read for Melissa. Let's see if she can go live. Hi, Melissa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. So I don't usually do card reads this way. So this is the first time I've done it this way on TikTok. Of course, I read cards in front of people all the time, but on TikTok, I usually just read. So let's pull some cards for you. Let's see if they resonate with you.
Okay.
Okay, so it's interesting whenever we just had this card that I just pulled for the other person. So people must be needing to put themselves in timeout. Okay, very good. The rest of these are very powerful cards. So for everyone watching and for Melissa, the tarot is broken up into two parts, the major arcana and the minor arcana. You have a lot of major arcana, Melissa, which tells me that there's a lot of big energy at work in your life. The first card is the Hangman card, and this is really about taking time out and surrendering, letting go to the flow of the universe. It's not about not doing anything. It's about sitting with yourself, sitting with your feelings, getting a new perspective off of your own belief system.
Okay.
Now, the next card we have here is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, I love this card because it's a very abundant card. It's a card that speaks of a lot of abundance. When people think of abundance, they usually just think of wealth. They think of finances, but abundance can come in all different ways. And for you, I'm hearing that you have been having an abundance of friends and relationships around you. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, it somewhat. Sometimes, I guess.
What I'm hearing is that you went through a time, you sat with yourself and with your own emotions, and you did pare down your friend group. And so now the ones that are around you feel very abundant to have them.
Yeah, that does sound right.
Yes. The next card we're rolling into is you're going to be coming up on a decision you're going to have to make. There are some energies at work and you're just not sure how you want to handle them. This is the High Priestess card. It's about sitting with your sacred knowledge and in your subconscious and the divine feminine. So I'm hearing there's a situation and you're feeling like you need to go in this one direction, but you're not sure, because if you put the pros and cons down, it's not necessarily telling you to go in that direction, but your intuition is telling you to. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does. In trying to think, yeah, it does seem it's kind of what I want to do with myself moving forward, I guess.
Very good. And I'm hearing to really lean into your intuition. Now, if you go with what you want to do with yourself, I'm feeling there are some people who might try to hold you back, tell you that's not the right route for you to go, but very much lean into your own intuition. When you do that, you're going to have justice for yourself. And I know a lot of people think of justice as being the law, but not really. Sometimes justice for ourselves is holding our boundaries, leaning into our intuition, holding our boundaries, and doing what our soul is telling us to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So make sure you're leaning with your intuition. Make sure you are following that divine path that's been laid out for you. Now, do you have questions for me? I feel like there's a question.
I don't know. I'm kind of in transition with my life right now. I've been starting over pretty much and from scratch, and I just kind of don't know what to do with myself. I mean, I do, but I don't know what to do, and I don't know if certain people are good for me moving forward. And
Very good. So I'm going to answer that question, but I want everyone to, we're going to go back to those cards I just pulled. Remember I said that there was a decision you were going to need to make. I said you would need to sit with yourself.
Mhm.
Pare down your friends, and the ones you have, you're going to feel abundant with, right?
Yeah.
That's just what you said. Then I also said we have this card here that's telling me you're going to have to make more decisions about where you're going. And you need to go in the direction that speaks to your soul, not ones that everyone else thinks you should go in.
Okay.
So what you just said fits this reading perfectly. Now, where I'm seeing to go is the Justice card. The Justice card is about fairness, truth, and having clarity. Now, I want you to think about, Melissa, if it was only your thoughts, only what you wanted to do, would that give you clarity? Don't think about what other people think about you.
Yeah. 'Cause
That's
if I took everybody else's thoughts out, then I would probably not be so scared, I guess, to go
Yeah.
forward.
That is absolutely what this reading is talking about. Absolutely. That high priestess is telling you to lean with your own intuition, sit with your own conscious, that divine feminine energy. The Justice card is about gaining clarity. You gain clarity when you sit with yourself. Take everyone else's voices out of your head. They're not living your life, you are.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
it's hard. I know I'm sitting here saying it like it's all easy, but it is true.
I'm working on it.
It's hard. Whenever you ever feel that you're struggling to get other people's voices out of your head, I'm hearing to turn some music on. You are really, music feeds your soul, is what I'm hearing.
It does. I do listen to music most of the time, so
Yeah. So I'm hearing that if you're feeling like a lot of negative thought circles going in your head, turn some music on that really feeds your soul.
okay.
All right. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you. I don't know how to hang up.
All right. That was a little bit different how I did those. I don't know. Should we keep doing them that way, Dee, or not? Should
I like it.
Did
I
you?
like the back and forth.
Okay, very good. Dee has spoken. We will keep doing it that way. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live, and I want to thank Melissa that I had just read, and she had given me some gifts, so I want to thank her. Thank y'all, thank y'all. Let's see here. Thank you, Wander with Soul, who is sharing my live. I want to thank you. Oh, yes, Sarah. Sarah's saying it whenever I have the people go live, it's easier than having to type to respond. That's true. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. All right, let's see who we have here. All right, so this next card reading is going to be for It's Jules. All right, come back here. Come back. I was about to ask It's Jules to go live, and she popped off my screen. Let me find her again. There she is. Up, and she popped again. Good grief, where did she go?
Quite a ways up.
Look at this. She's like, I can't find her now. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Okay, it's Jules. I'm about to ask you to go live. I'm going to give you a card read here. Hi, Jules. Are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can. Yes, yes. Now, is your name Jules?
It's Julie.
Julie. Okay, very good. Yeah, you had popped to the top of my screen because everyone else started sharing my live. And so when I went to click your name, it popped because other people, which don't stop. I still appreciate everyone sharing their live. All right. Is there a subject area that you want direction on, Miss Jules?
Yeah, I actually had a surgery that wasn't successful, and my second opinion surgeon is suggesting surgery again. And I just want to know if the energy around that feels good. I feel like my mom made me get on this live today because today is 1 year of her passing, and she knows this is the biggest question for me.
Very good. And here today, I'm
I
like,
felt like an urge from her, I think.
I would absolutely go with that. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Very good. I'm gonna, after I read this, I am gonna draw another card because I feel like the ending of this, these 4 cards. I usually draw 4 cards when I'm live like this, but I will be drawing another one just because I want more clarification. But let's read the one we have. Okay, so the first card we're starting out is the 6 of Cups. To me, this is clarification that your mom is the one who sent you here, because this is about happy memories and reminiscing and that innocence and joy of childhood. And I could feel that energy around you as you were talking to your mom, talking about your mom. Now, the next card we have is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is really about being emotionally balanced and compassionate and diplomatic. Is there a gentleman in your life right now who is you go to for advice, who's very staid, very emotionally balanced?
Imbalanced?
No, emotionally balanced. They have a very good balance to their emotions.
No, not really.
Okay, so when you think about your doctors, is one of them a
Oh,
male?
yes, I would say that would be the only person in my male figure in my life that would be.
Okay, very good. Now, is this person, is it the second doctor a male?
Yes.
Okay, and he's the one who's encouraging you to go and get the surgery again.
Yes, that was his first suggestion.
Very good. Let me sit with that for a moment. Okay, so because whenever this is coming up, it's a sign that you should listen to that male, the one who is emotionally balanced, the one who is very diplomatic, he's in control, and I just feel very like dut, dut, dut.
That's how I felt with him too. That's how I described him to my father.
Very good. So then that would make sense. Now, what did your dad say about it?
My dad is like, yeah, get it out of the way. I mean, he will be traveling really far, so that I think is hard for him. He wants to fly back for it.
Mm-hmm.
But my gut is telling me there's no need. Like, I feel like this time around, I won't have the issues that was kind of scary the first time around.
Very good. Now, what you just said is confirmed by the rest of this reading, because the next 2 cards is the Queen. The first one is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is that it's earth energy. It's like being very solid, very nurturing, very practical, that you have your ducks in a row. And right after that is the Hermit card. So this is telling me that you need to sit with yourself, do what you feel like is right. You have all the answers in you. So this is the order that came in. That gentleman who's very emotionally, and you said I was describing the doctor, listen to him, and also listen to yourself. You have all it takes. You have everything you need to have this work for you. Okay. Sit with yourself. Do not listen to other people. Do not have, because I see it here that there's someone in your ear that's making you a little bit afraid of this surgery.
Yeah.
I'm hearing
ex's sister is like my best friend, and she cares. I know she does.
Absolutely.
But I also have that, my energy and my gut telling me, you need to move forward and get this behind you.
That's these 2 cards right here. It's your gut. It's your sitting with yourself. It's not listening to other people. And I'm not saying that is right for everyone. So if someone's on here, I'm not saying that, but we need to listen to our gut. And Jules knows that this person is doing it for love. They love her. And the same thing, in my cancer journey, I constantly have people telling me to do this or that, but you also have to sit with yourself. It is your body. I'm sorry, I was pulling another card. It's like, okay, so I was going to pull one more card.
That's one thing I've been doing is like the other night, I just sat and just thought with it, just showed up in my head. And after I thought I had made a decision, and it's like, now I'm just telling people versus asking their opinion.
Yes. So this reading confirms exactly the decision you've made and how you're sitting with it. And then I just pulled one more because I said, I want a little bit more closure, and it further confirmed it with the Queen of Cups. The Queen is, again, that compassionate, divine feminine energy, and it is about healing. The Queen of Cups is about healing energy. Yeah. So you made the right decision.
Yeah, and I think this was like a way for my mom to show me that, like, I got myself.
Absolutely, you do. Yes, yes, yes.
I need to stop overthinking, and I've been trying to, not overthink, and I've really done a really good job with the anxiety part.
Yes.
And I just feel like this is further further confirmation for me that was just like that final like step.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like you're on the
yes.
right track.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Jules.
I appreciate you.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, so that was fun. I do kind of like doing these live like that. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Now, for everyone on here, just know that on July 18th, I have a free event coming up. You get to that through my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, under events, and it is there's going to be readings. There's going to be people reading cards. Dee is going to be one of them, and it's really to talk about the Divine Collective. So it's a free event, July 18th. It's in the evening on a Friday night. Come and join us for an hour or so before you head out for the evening and maybe get a card read and see what we're all about. All right, I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, this reading is going to be for, let's go with Lana. All right, Miss Lana, here we go. Let's see if Miss Lana can go live. Hi, Lana. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing really good. So now, is there a subject area that you're wanting direction on today?
Just kind of general.
General? That's what I was hearing, general. All right. Let's shuffle these cards. Almost lost one. Trying to jump out. Let's see what we got here. Okay, right there. We're going to stop. This is a lot of energy all over the place, but look, it's fun energy. The first card I have here is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about healing and being emotionally stable, and it's telling me that you have really come a long way, that you've really tried to take control of your life and really started healing yourself from the inside out, is what I'm hearing. Does that resonate?
That does.
The next card is the Judgment card, and it's about rebirth. It's about as you were healing yourself from the inside out, you really changed your thought processes. You really were able to develop an inner calling and really change your thought processes about how you walked on this planet. I'm also hearing that you were able to give people a lot of forgiveness, not for their benefit, but for yourself. And that was very healing for yourself.
Very much.
The next card is it's the Three of Cups, and it is about people coming together to celebrate. It's like you're starting to gather this core group of people around you, and y'all feed each other. I don't see it's a lot of you, but you've become very picky about who you're bringing near you, and you've been able to really develop some strong friendships. And I'm also seeing that someone who you're used to be friends with has kind of reappeared in the picture. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Now, there is something that you've been thinking about doing, a new project you've been thinking about taking on, something you've really been curious about. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
This is a sign to definitely go in that direction. I'm just saying, outside of the cards, as I was reading that card, Spirit showed me you just jumping off into the deep end, which is just a sign of yes, do it. Yes, head forward. You have all the tools you need to make it be a success.
Oh, great. It's amazing. Said I was asking for a little help from my daughter because her birthday's tomorrow.
Okay,
I said-
very good.
I said, let me get a card read, and I got one.
Y'all, I don't know if you heard the person I read before, but she was saying that she was asking her mom. So y'all spirits are really showing up for
they're
y'all
they're
today.
just right behind us today.
That's
amazing.
right. Thank you,
Thank you
Lana.
very much. I appreciate you.
Bye. All right, very good. So everyone's spirit seems to be showing up for them good today. Let's do one more. Let's do one more card read. Let's see. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Let's see. Let's give Baby Love here a card read. Miss Baby Love, I might ask you to go live. Thank you for sharing my live and liking it. I appreciate you. What is your, I know that I've known this before, but I can't remember. What's your real name?
Nicole.
Nicole. Very good. I knew that, but I just couldn't remember it. All right, Nicole, do you have some question that you want answered as a subject matter?
I don't think so.
Just a general one? Let's do it then.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. While I'm shuffling cards, y'all don't forget, July 18th, I have a free event coming up. Go to my website and register under Christy Godwin Psychic Medium events, and it's for the Divine Collective, but it's free. There'll be some readings there. Dee will be doing some cards. I'm going to be doing readings.
Cool.
Yep. All right. Okay. Wow, Miss Nicole. And you've really been through it lately. Don't you love it when I pull the cards? I'm like, honey, you have been through the ringer lately. Okay.
Yeah.
So this reading is telling, first it starts off with make sure you are getting some rest. You're not sleeping. You are pacing the floor. You are tossing and turning. And even if you need to take something, I'm hearing, to get a little rest, make sure you're doing that. Your body, you're wearing your body out. It just needs some serious rest. Then I ask why. There's been a lot of conflict around you, a lot of disagreements. You feel like that you have just been fighting a lot of like sneaky energy, some energy that is pushing up on you. Do you know what that is?
What kind of energy?
Like sneaky energy, combative energy, energy that is, you know, that energy that you feel like, hello, honey, that you're constantly have to fight against, or you feel like it's going to catch you.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm hearing is and you're also feeling like you've had to take on, along with that energy that you feel like you're having to fight against, you're going, you know, I'm thinking about it, I'm worrying about it. You feel a lot of burdens and extra responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here, like, this is the card that's telling me that. And they're showing me that if one more thing, you feel like if one more thing is put in your lap or put on your shoulders, you're just literally going to crumble with it. So now that we have a good, you need to start sleeping. You need to make sure that even if it's something, you know, you can do that's over the counter, just to relax yourself, make sure you're doing that. And you also need to change your thought processes. The Page of Wands is how I know that. Wands is, again, about it's fire energy, quick moving. You're very, very smart. One thing, you don't give yourself enough credit for that.
No, not at all.
But the cards and intuition, I was tapping you. I was like, oh, she's smart. And then I hit you. Yep, she is smart. You are extremely smart. You were never raised to think you were smart.
Yep.
So you have no idea. Like, no matter what you did, and I'm not saying that your parents were in. So if anyone's listening, I'm not saying anyone's parents were bad for doing this. We make mistakes as parents. We don't mean to. But it's like nothing was ever good enough.
Yep.
Growing up. So it just made you feel like you weren't smart. But you are very smart. And you need to write something about writing a list makes you feel better.
Constantly.
Yes.
I have really, really bad anxiety, and that's like one of the big things that help me. I
Yeah,
write
that's-
lists and then I rewrite them and rewrite them.
Yeah, that's what the Spirit is showing me. So do that. Write your list. But they're saying they want you to change the way you write the list. For every 2 things that you put on there that you need to do, write something that you're going to do for yourself. Or write a mantra on there. Let's just say, I'm not saying this is what your list is, but it's like pull the weeds, unload the dishwasher, I am love. So every 3rd thing on there, make sure it's something for you, either a mantra or something. Sit for 5 minutes and read a book. Whatever it is, make sure it's something for you.
Okay.
Now, I talk to people a lot about their superpower because everyone has it, and frequently we don't know what it is because it's just for us. Your superpower is actually your intelligence. So you may be anxious, but you've already kind of figured out a way to get around it. So
Right.
lean into that intelligence more and figure it out. Read a book. You are very smart. Lean into that. Also, please get some sleep.
I try.
Yeah, but you really need to get some sleep.
I
So whatever it takes, if someone's home, you could grab a nap or something, get some rest, honey.
my husband tells me all the time, I'm like, I can't because I won't sleep tonight, and I already don't sleep at night, so.
You know, it came to me whenever I was doing that list, and I knew that you were gonna say no, so I didn't suggest it to you, but Spirit just said it again. If you could develop a meditation practice, that would be so important for you. And if you can't just sit, use a guided meditation.
Okay.
There's someone, just go to YouTube, search 15-minute guided meditation. And if you find one if none of them are resonating with you, just keep looking till you find one that resonates.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That is something also with the Divine Collective every month. Matter of fact, I need to post this month's one. But anyway, I do a guided meditation each month that goes along with our teaching. Like I did a teaching earlier in the month. And so now I have the guided meditation that I'm going to post that just reinforces. And this meditation is on, I think, clairsentient and claircognizance, how to activate that. So I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so Miss Taurus Girl sent me, she sent me some gifts. So this is for Taurus Girl. Oh, Taurus Girl, it will not let me ask you to go live. So if you could request me to go live, down at the bottom, and this is, she did it quickly. I was about to explain to her how to do it. She did not need me to explain that to her. She already knew. She's like, I'm on it.
Hello.
Hi, Taurus Girl. Let me answer this question real quick. Yes, Sarah, there are some guided meditations on Divine Collective. It's over in the school area. Also, if you're already in the Divine Collective and you're like, I think I'm missing some things, I will be going over all of that on July 18th also. I'll do it another time, the next time we meet up, but I'll also be doing it on July 18th. All right, Miss Taurus Girl, is there a question that you want answered or a subject matter you'd like direction on today?
I would love career direction. I was laid off in March, and I've had several interviews, second interviews, but I don't know. Also want to say I'm 62, so I'm at a very difficult crossroad, but hopefully something's good on the horizon.
You don't sound like you're 62.
You're awesome.
I'm hearing you don't
that.
look like you're 62 either. That's what your spirit just said.
Aw.
Okay. Oh, very good. All right. Okay. So this is positive.
Yay.
The first card I'm going to show you doesn't look positive, but it's telling me where you've been.
Okay.
So the first card is the Five of Cups here. The cups is about water, that flowing energy. But you see how he's kind of looking down?
Yes.
That's about regret and failure and grief. And that's where you've been.
Absolutely. I was my mother's caregiver, and with that came a lot of grief afterwards, including losing the place she left me by my sister suing me for it.
Oh.
Yeah,
So much more here. My goodness. I thought this was just about your job, but there's so much more here.
absolutely. It's like I've had fruit basket upset, but I think I don't know why it's all happened other than maybe it's a new beginning and a clear slate in all areas. So
It is. And how do I know that? Because the next card is the Sun card.
yay.
Right. Do you know cards?
I do them, but I don't do them as well as you. Or I would love to connect. I think because of all the grief and the chaos in my head, but I'm very intuitive in other ways.
Oh,
So
very good. Yes. And join the Divine Collective. We do a lot of that. People practice cards and, we do a lot of fun stuff on there.
cool. Okay.
the Sun card is, you could tell she got excited when she saw it. The Sun card is about everything coming together, that pleasure and happiness and fun and just moving into a better spot in your life.
Awesome.
And also, you have another positive card, the Nine of Pentacles, that is about fruits of the labor, things that you have. You're really starting to reap the rewards of the things you planted in the past. It's about self-sufficiency and financial independence. So because we have these two cards right here, I
Yes.
know that things are about to turn around for you.
Oh,
The
I'm ready
Sun,
for that.
yeah, the Sun card with that Pentacle card, yes. So Dee, are you getting a feel for the time frame on this? I'm pulling Dee into it. She's like, what? Wait a minute. When
Thank
do
you
you
so
think?
much.
We're not done with you, Miss Taurus girl. When do you think she's going to get a job?
I would say 3 months. Within 3 months.
Is it going to be okay within 3 months?
Okay. I've got to be moved out of my apartment in 2, so yikes, that's cutting it close. Okay.
Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to make it be different. I was like, can it be within 2 months? And I'm hearing no. It is going to be 3 months, but
Okay.
I'm not surprised that is going to be a challenge because we're ending with the Seven of Wands.
Okay.
The Seven of Wands is really about, there's a lot of competition and the need for you to persevere. So I'm feeling like there's going to be one more thing coming your way. And after you persevere, after that is when I see you breathing a sigh of relief. Does that make sense?
It kind of does because I have to move out and I wanted to have a job because I can't get another place without a job. So that's my panic there. But I don't know. I'm at a loss at what I can do because a lot of my skills, the area in which I could do no longer. And I hate to say ageism, but I've felt it with this last job interviews. It's not that the interviews didn't go well. It's not like I didn't get to the second level and I was top candidate in all of them. But when I walked in and they were in their 40s and 50s, I felt it.
What is your career field? And what do you do?
Well, everything. I've done anything from administrative to graphic. I've done a lot, but a specialty of none, as they would say. And my last job where they laid me off, it was for a cabinet design company, but I was barely learning the program when they laid me off. So that kind of left me in a lurch too.
Is there a Costco or a Sam's Club in your area?
There is. I just applied for a position with them in their administrative because I don't want to be on the floor and stuff or on the register. But I did apply for Costco just recently, and also I thought Lowe's would be a good place for me with my art background with color and finishes because I'm very good at that as well.
Yes, I was hearing. I was asking Spirit, just tell me which way to tell you. And I heard Costco.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, so what I'm hearing also though is, don't be afraid to go on the floor and move off.
Okay.
So,
I might have to, yeah.
and is there someone that you can stay with for a couple of months? Because I'm seeing that there's someone that you can just park. I see you kind of parked there for a couple of months and then go on to somewhere else.
Yeah, well, the only one I could think of that would have room for me is my cousin and his partner. But they haven't offered it. So, we'll see if worse comes to worse, but I don't really have anybody else.
Right. No one really wants that. We get it, but I'm just hearing that. I see you going somewhere for a couple of months. What are you getting, Dee?
Yeah, she's doing something different.
What do you mean?
I think it's more like your thing. She's going to be working and then going into another job.
Oh, okay. Okay, very good.
So it'll be a temporary transitional job.
Yeah, so I'm actually seeing I would lean more towards the Costco job, and probably because I just think they're a good employer. They have good benefits. But I see you doing like floor work for a while and then moving.
Okay.
Yeah. And Dee was saying the same thing.
Thank you so, so
Of
much.
course. You have a good day.
Thank you so much. And I'll check
Okay.
out your other offers. Thank you both
Okay.
very much. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. All right. It looks like we're going to spend all of our time today doing card reads. It's just the way I was running the live today. People seem to really be needing this. I don't know. Are y'all feeling that? It's like everyone who I've given a card read to or have asked to go live to do this card read has, they just felt like they really needed it and they were needing it today. Okay. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, Miss Sarah. You're so sweet. Thank everyone again who is liking and sharing my live. Let's see. Oh, this is funny. Someone said Christy is always right. Well, I don't know about that. But anyway, I love when people say that. She said, my mom was warning me that something was wrong with my car and it happened the next day. So that must have been one day where someone went live or I was reading their mom and their mom warned them about their car. Isn't that funny? You know, used to I would doubt myself when I first started reading so much. Of course, Taurus girl, anytime. I would doubt myself, and now I don't. Like, I have just been right so many times, and that's what it takes whenever you are learning to read, is that confirmation. Because once you've been thank you, Grizz. I predicted his liver transplant. Thank you, Grizz. Once you start trusting yourself and realizing it's that confirmation that you've been right over and over, then you just start saying it. Like, I've said some things today. Like, I was in a reading today and I told this lady, I was asking this lady about a name, and she's like, no, I don't know anything about it. I don't know that person. And so I let it go, and that name came up again. I said, look, this name is going to mean something to you. And I gave her a little bit more detail about it. I said, let me know when it happens. It's just about practice and those confirmations. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you, everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Oh, Catherine and Pumba. July 18th is her birthday. Her lucky number 55. So definitely check out that free night. Yes, July 18th on my website. Sign up for the free event I have going on. It is going to be at start at 6 p.m. Central Time. We are going to just talk about the Divine Collective, but on there I'll be doing free readings. Dee and probably another person is going to be doing cards. People that are in the Divine Collective will be doing cards because we practice those each month and just have a lot of fun. You can come with your questions. All right, so this one is going to be for Crystal. Thank you for sharing my live. So I'm about to ask you, it won't let me ask you to go live, Miss Crystal. So Crystal's Creations. Please ask me to go live and I will accept it. So down at the bottom, click on the blue and pink. Oh, there you go. You people are on it before I'm even finishing explaining it. Y'all are already doing it.
Hi,
Crystal, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Where are you located?
I live in Florida right now.
Ah, very good, in Florida. Your hair is so beautiful in your picture. Look how shiny that is. How'd you get your hair so shiny?
I don't know.
Inquiring minds want to
I
know.
just straighten it.
You do what?
I straighten it.
Oh, I do too, but mine still doesn't get that shiny. What kind of straightener do you
Maybe. I'm not sure. I would have to look. Let me see.
I'll get your her
It's
card
the
read in a minute.
Lang, the Lange.
Oh, yes, I've heard of them. Yeah. Okay, very good. Thank you for the information. Now, is there a subject matter you're wanting to know more about today?
Just my career.
Oh, a career. Okay, very good. Oh, almost lost that card. That is definitely yours. All right. Let's see what we have going on here. Okay, I'm hearing or I'm feeling, Crystal, that there is a lot of like stuck energy around you. Have you been feeling very stuck lately? Like not knowing which way to go? And
Yes.
yes, because I couldn't really shuffle your cards. I kept thinking it was them telling me to stop, but no, I couldn't hardly even move them. I was like, oh my goodness, you have a lot of stuck energy around you. First of all, we're starting out with a very positive card. It's the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about harmony, blissful relationships. You're in alignment. So you're on the right path. I know it doesn't feel that way, but the stuck energy you're feeling is more of it feels like the dark night of the soul, which I think we should really start calling the sacred silence. But it's because you've done so much work on yourself. You're kind of this in between spot. You're not really who you used to be, and the roles you used to play in people's lives no longer fit you. But you haven't quite rolled into this who you're going to be. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But you're on the right path. I'm seeing the next card as the Eight of Wands here. Wands is again about fire, fast moving energy. There's going to be a lot of movement going on. I am hearing that you do need to think about going back to school. Do you have a degree?
No, I just signed up actually for my GED.
Very good. That's what this card is telling me. That the Hierophant, especially when you're talking about careers, is definitely about education. So please continue that. And I'm hearing to continue on even with more college.
Okay.
I'm hearing more of vocational school, so a skill. Looks like ultrasound tech, radiation, something along that area. I don't know if you've ever thought about that, but that's what Spirit is showing me.
Okay.
You are going to
And do you
have.
see anything for my, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
Do you see anything as far as my relationship goes?
This, I can get to that. This reading, what you said you wanted career, so that's what this one is about. This reading is all about career because that's what you had asked. You're currently in a relationship.
Yes.
Are you feeling that relationship is not for your highest and best good?
Yes.
Yeah, you shouldn't be in that relationship. I'm sorry. There's something off about it. Have you felt that?
Yeah, I just kind of feel stuck, if that makes sense.
It does make sense, honey. It really does. The person that you're in a relationship with, they're not showing themselves to you fully.
Right.
And you are really moving past, and this is part of that sacred silence that I was talking about. You're not who you used to be. You are not the same person that got into this relationship.
No, I'm not.
And you've kind of outgrown it. And that's horrible when that happens because you still love the person.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not feeding you anymore.
Right.
And if you continue on the path of where you should be going, which you said, I asked if you were going back to school. You said, yes, you're going back to school. And you continue down that path of following your soul, which is always going to be wanting bigger and better for yourself. I see your GED. They were showing me you go into vocational school. There's going to be a lot of happiness for you.
Okay.
But I'm sorry that when it comes to, I am feeling, as you're headed in that direction, I'm feeling this happiness for you. I'm feeling you going to school. There's something holding on to your leg, like you're having a hard time pulling forward, and it's the relationship.
Yeah.
There's something off about it too. Spirit keeps saying that. Like they've said it to me several times. I've only said it to you once. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but Spirit has said over and over that the person that you're with is not showing you who they are.
Right. I always felt like that.
Yes. Well, thank you for confirming. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Crystal, and congratulations. Please continue on with your schooling.
Thank you.
She's like, thank you. That's not really what I wanted to hear, but thank you anyway. I know, Grizz. Sacred silence is no joke. That is for sure. Grizz is saying, as someone who was in that position, trust me, you'll be better off. I know it's so hard, and I do feel like she knows that. It's just so hard to be in that position. And I know I was just talking with someone a few minutes ago, I won't say their name, but they have someone in their life who's been, like, they should have left their relationship decades ago, and they didn't. And so here they are. Still sad. 45 years in. Don't be that person. All right, I want to thank everyone who joined me today. I know I just did cards today, but it seemed like the right thing to do. I rolled into this thinking I was going to do spirit-led and everything, but it's like people were needing, it felt like just so much guidance with the cards, and it's probably because I was asking them to go live. So I will be live again tomorrow. I don't remember what time. Do you remember what time, Dee?
Not right now. I thought it was 2 o'clock.
Is it
Was
2?
it 2?
Today was 2. Tomorrow might be 2. Anyway, my live schedule is posted on my TikTok page, so go check that out.
4 o'clock.
4?
Yeah. 4
Man,
o'clock.
what was I thinking? That's late for me. I don't ever go live that late, but I guess I will be tomorrow. I'll be going live tomorrow at 4. All right, thank y'all. Have a good evening.